Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Say, oh, now we se coweño.
Ah, Julitea.
On me dit, oh, mon oncle, no way out.
Papa Morel.
For you, baby, oh. Yamore pote wa, very good to pote wa.
Le Montague Bambou.
Limba ya mwiso go imba hindi. Boko we demwo, wa kuma ye nyamuo. Boko we demwo sanu wa kuma ye nyamuo. Ije blo yanju we baka nenje oda. Ye nyombo ye mono nenje oda. Wa kuma ye nyamu. Mombo kwa we demwo su we wa kuma ye nyamuo.
Je rappelle que non José que Wanou le Yandai. Dessous et Chablon, des filos de Kela. Les mettants et Podei. Mon doudou est mon popo yabi. Des rosettes nées.
Boko we demwo bien ye nyamuo. Boko we demwo bien ye nyamuo.
Mandei Rosélie.
Mandei loki on ne se coweño, ne se coweño.
Mandei Geneviève.
I don't think you on ne se coweño, ne se coweño. Over there, yes, I go there.
Caillot Julien.
You don't know the Gio, ne se coweño.
Nyamandé ya mwen bambou.
Ton double, n'a pas pris à bien. Ton double, n'a pas à bien.
Martino de Martino.
Yes, I been there, Gio, ne se coweño.
Maman Diaye Florence. Son Catherine.
On get a day, Jenny, ne se coweño.
Angèle Founé Bleka.
Anu baba dilegio na bobo ya biwo.
Inana Colette.
Ana we anyo.
Maté Hélène.
Wela nyuru awa o. Ya lui ki pote wa o. Wela nyo ma jago mu lui ki pote wa o. Ata di pote wa o. Ala nyo mo kwa we de mo. Ona te go le la tu wa zo we nu ni wera. Nígbà so en so go ta mu fe o. Madé, sorry Gelo, bébé Kari, laissez à ce du soir le matin. La fino, à ce Itawema, et de Rodi, Yala, Stéphanie, c'est de l'école d'Ivoire, moi, ouais. Mon bon ouais, d'elle-moi, on était pour la tout, on y ouais. Et la divason, l'oyon tout à mon père. Very good to pote wa.
Le Montague Bambou.
Limba ya mwiso go imba hindi. Boko we demwo, wa kuma ye nyamuo. Boko we demwo sanu wa kuma ye nyamuo. Ije blo yanju we baka nenje oda. Ye nyombo ye mono nenje oda. Wa kuma ye nyamu. Mombo ko we demwo su we wa kuma ye nyamuo.
Je rappelle que non José que Wanou le Yandai. Dessous et Chablon, des filos de Kela. Les mettants et Podei. Mon doudou est mon popo yabi. Des rosettes nées.
Boko we demwo bien ye nyamuo. Boko we demwo bien ye nyamuo.
Mandei Rosélie.
Mandei loki on ne se coweño, ne se coweño.
Mandei Geneviève.
I don't think you on ne se coweño, ne se coweño. Over there, yes, I go there.
Caillot Julien.
You don't know the Gio, ne se coweño.
Nyamandé ya mwen bambou.
Ton double, n'a pas pris à bien. Ton double, n'a pas à bien.
Martino de Martino.
Yes, I been there, Gio, ne se coweño.
Maman Diaye Florence. Son Catherine.
On get a day, Jenny, ne se coweño.
Angèle Founé Bleka.
Anu baba dilegio na bobo ya biwo.
Inana Colette.
Ana we anyo.
Maté Hélène. Tade Joséphine.
Sana we anyo. Ole ole. Ole o. Tamo abiga mwe mwe wo.
Ah, Maman Taylor.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Libra Public Radio. I want to thank all of you again tonight for tuning in to Libra Public Radio. Thank you very much. We're sitting in for Mr. So tonight. First thing first, we want to say thank God for our son, Angel, graduated today. Uh, we really, really do appreciate that. Angel, congratulations, son. Congratulations. Safety, safety, Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. As we come before you, my Lord, we ask that you continue to bless us and give us long life. My Lord, we say again, thank you for everything. We pray for the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia. My Lord, we ask that you bless the President of the Republic of Liberia. We ask that you bless this host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, Uh, I was out here last night pleading, uh, pleading with CDC and President Waka and President Weah not to put anybody out there. And I'm very happy tonight that they don't even know me. President Weah doesn't even know me. CDC don't even know me. When they see me, just they will pass by me. Only a few people are breakable. Then when they see me, they want to be me. But many of these sedition, real good, breakable them that have sedition, breakable, Walter Cutter, what's his name, Aaron Bradley, they're not real sedition. But the real sedition, when they see me, they don't know me. They'll let me pass. But people like Aaron Bradley, you'll be that man, man. Like, oh man, you can be more, you'll go be him. You can't be me. So, but anyhow, on a very serious note, I want to thank all of you again tonight. I was here last night pleading, seriously pleading with President Waka, President Weah, former President Weah, and CDC not to put people out there. Let the system take its course, and that's exactly what it did. And I understand it tonight. I just spoke with another friend of mine who was in touch with people in Monterey. The Flanticofa is definitely saying he's not getting out until all the other people get out, even though he's not well. And we'll pray for him. God is in control. God will guide him. Yeah, I keep saying, I keep telling you, I'm in possession of huge document that will review, document that will tell us what happened. And one of the things I noticed, government after government after government, they continue to make the same mistake. When they are running campaign, they say we'll be different. That this government will want out. When they are running campaign, they say we will do this better than what these people are doing to you right now. When they get in, the same thing. Nothing changes. Why would you want to arrest Flanty Kofa? Well, the government, like I said, I keep saying it to all of you here. If I leave from here tomorrow and go to Liberia, right? When I get in Liberia, let me fix my shirt, folks. Okay. When I get in Liberia, folks, I'm a Liberian. The government in place have the right and have the duty, if they feel that I'm doing something illegal, to arrest me and keep me according to the Constitution. If I have money, I will hire a lawyer. If I don't hire a lawyer, they'll put me in the central prison. It doesn't matter whether I come from America, it doesn't matter. I'm from Town Town. I have a birth certificate, Liberia. So I am not above any law. None of us. No Liberians above any law. But the application process is what many of us have issue with. Frantikova is not above the law, and his people are not above the law. The young man you arrested, DB, one of the young men, strong intellectual from Grand Jide, from Boston District, one of our own that we're all looking up to, that perhaps he will straighten things up. We had him on here on LPR one time. The young man speaks his mind, but he's not a violent person that I know. But that's okay. That's okay. And he told us that he said, nothing, no amount of arrest will shut up off. We will speak our mind and we will be truthful to the power. We will speak to the power. And whatever it is, so be it. So he's not afraid. Because there's a saying, do nothing but to do wrong. Fear nothing but to do wrong. Okay? So People are all. I'm very tonight. I'm not a sedition, but their action tonight. CDC and President, we are action tonight. Truly, truly, it deserves to be celebrated. Yes, my brother is in jail. Francisco Kofa is in jail. I'm not happy about it. But CDC and President, we are former President, we are action of not putting men and women in the street. It deserves to be celebrated. Of all of these nyama nyama that go on, that CDC, the people are supposed to celebrate today. And people go, oh, and you CDC, man, I'm whatever. CDC, that LeBron political party, anyway, why I'm a Liberian, if I let CDC, why I can't join it? It's not about me being CDC, but it's to be truthful. President, we are in CDC once again have allowed the judiciary system to be put on the map of Liberia, to be put on the map. The judiciary system itself is also going to be on trial. Oh, I love President. We are thank you for not coming up. Thank you for not putting people in the street. Thank you. Francis Kofa will be well. We will pray for him. God is there. But he took those people to court. And your left hand speaker, the left hand speaker, after he put his hair on, he said he was speaker for months. Unity Party paraded him all over the world that he's a speaker. When Francis Kofa resigned, what happened? And the man came by and they have an election. And that's all Francis Kofa wanted. If Musa Ability would have had enough, he would have beat Gokun. It doesn't matter who, what Akun won or not. It's not the issue. Why am I behaving like this at the night for me? What is come and go change shadow? My one got that. I got no shame feel. Let me put my what kind of business? Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I rush myself. That why. I'm gonna business if you think about your blue like that. Take your time, Mr. Tool. Even though you're old, but you're still handsome, my brother. Even though you're old, but you still got it, my brother. You're one of the best soccer player ever. Aaron, brother, you doubt my soccer ability? Eh? Aaron, you are you man, you able to doubt Barrow man soccer ability? No, on a very serious note, Aaron, if I were to stay in Monterey, if I didn't run away back in, I think I was going. George Coro, the one you call Bollywood, and we all used to play on the beach. Sawe, we all used to play on Gissing place there. Yeah. Guessing Jobber then, we all used to play. Those are old players I'm talking about now. By guessing them, we all used to play on guessing place. So if I were to stay there, these are people I was hanging with. If I were to stay there, I was going to play. There's no way, because I play with them every day. Free time ball every day. I'm not afraid of anybody. But anyhow, that's Aaron, brother, that's just for you. Football. But anyhow, let's go on. Let's go on. On a very serious. I'm just happy tonight. I'm just happy that CDC did not give us a disastrous today. That the government have already blundered. The government completely blundered. They were hoping. They were hoping for CDC to come and say, yo. Then they say pushback. They say, look at the opposition. Look at President. We are poor people in the street. Look at the trouble they got. President, we are saying, let's see what you will do now. You're gonna keep Flanikova for 48 hours. Even you're gonna keep him 200 hours. It don't matter. Flanikova gonna flock you again. He flock you before that. He will flock you again on this one. I'm not worried. And I call my friend today. I said, man, I don't even want to talk about it. He said, oh, but just carry on your shit. And people, I don't let it do my share tonight, man. Yeah. I don't like it like that, man. I come and go change you. You all know me. I come and go change. But anyhow, let's go on. So, Franti Kofa, my brother, ah, my sister is here, Orita. So, Orita, y'all, congratulations. Oh, in your gratitude. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. In your pie, man, they did a wonderful, wonderful job. We want to thank all of the family members that are there for him all throughout he was born in all of your hand. I don't want to talk plenty here tonight. The pa watching me. I don't want to say plenty thing here tonight. Sister Orito, good evening, my sister. Thank you for watching. Yeah. But anyhow, so Frantikova, the people put in jail, that's fine. He will get out. He will get out. But the main thing here is this. Frantikova did something today, and I'll put this up. You have Frantikova, two picture, same situation. One and the other one he had toothbrush in his hand. You know who used to do that? For many of you young people, I have document here and I will talk about this toothbrush in Frantikova hand. I will talk about that. I will talk about that. But you know who used to do that? That was a guy they called Abbott Port. When I started knowing myself, Abbott Port days were a little bit dwindling. He was going downward. Uh, but the story was Abbott Port those days because he was a critic of President Tubman. So the day he got out of the house, he put mat, the mat where man go people can pray on, he wrote it and put it on the arm, under his arm. So wherever Abapo goes, they say, he carried that mat. So in case they want to put him in jail, they got something to sleep on. Frantikova is there with toothbrush in his hand. Frantikova is a student of history. This is why he's going to flog you. You see what he's doing here? You see what he's doing there? He ain't got no guns. He ain't got nobody behind, no CDC, South, nothing behind. The only thing he got to show to the world, to the international community, you have my toothbrush here. I'm going to jail just so that I'll be able to brush my teeth. This is an intellectual prowess above everything else. Frantikova, thank you. Yes, you might sleep in jail tonight. That's okay. It's your country. You're not in jail in Nigeria. You didn't go to Nigeria to go to jail. You didn't go to Africa to go to jail. It's in Liberia, your own country. And this time, the jail time, is political. That's okay. That's okay. That's Frantikova right there. Folks, I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul Tabata Opin. That's Frantikova, folks, a friend. But let's go on. It's not because of friend. So I told you I was reading some letter here yesterday. You know, you can't come out tomorrow and say because I did it, because our father. You remember Bonica? What's his name? Bonica Sama or whatever his name is from Lufa Conde. The president say those things. That's why you went to school for. That's why you have an education. That's why you have a career. They put you in your places so you make your own decision. You've been handling the case here for. You see, Unity Party. See that one thing I learned about you. You do it today. I don't think say tomorrow coming. The one they Pandora box you're now open. A CDC take power. They're not CDC are not that central president are not big enough. They will build new precinct in Nima County. CDC will build new precinct in Nima County. And they will get buses lined up to carry you one by one. The Pantera bags are now open. CDC, when they take power, they will build new jail. Not even Ganta, because Ganta is way inside Nima County. That place they're not gonna go to Better Yellow. And you now start something? That's okay. You're testing the system. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Because what you have started here, you're telling us that Gretchen Kuma is saying to the people, my hands are clean. I depend on the Constitution to work for us, all of us, on a serious note. President Baka and this administration is saying our hands are clean. Yeah, because Nima Kande is the best place. Because if they put you in jail, Nima Kande, you can't run. Where you go at? If they put you in jail, you are gonna where you go at? Where you go? You go to Grand United, they catch you. You go to I don't call it in Bon County, they catch you. You go up there, up to I don't call it Guinea, they catch you. Where you go at? Where you go at? You can't climb the hill. You can't climb Nima Mountain. If you're able to climb Nima Mountain, you go free. That's it. So that's why I put my brothers. I say, my brothers, they told you. Exactly. Nima is well developed, so it can take prisoner. Political prisoner. That is, yeah. We'll put them in there. So I said, we do I look at sedition now of you? They will accuse me tonight of CDC, but I don't care. No, on a very serious note. So President Baka and his administration is putting his hand up to say we're going to do this. They thought. Now I'm being very serious now, and I'm hoping that that was the thought that went through it. That these people sat down and said, tomorrow is coming. We're going to do this, but let's do it right. This is a former speaker. 2 days ago, we all, as Liberians, including Francisco, were congratulating Liberian government of bringing us together to be able to win our seat. Less than 2 days later, they decide to tear us apart. You're going to do investigation while you're in charge, man. Long time. Hey, my other son, Bishop, how you doing, Chief? Good evening. Thank you. While you're in charge, man. Now, and you crew people now, new crew town, looking to other crew people that come from crew country and they come in Monrovia. So we want war, we just coming to sit down to mind our song gate. You're able, and the people come and say, we're not coming to come forward, but we're just gonna sit down here and mind our song gate. You're able, you never heard of Southtown War, but what you're doing so? What kind of business is this here? But guess what? We all want to see the system survive. And that's why I was out here last night. I'm not a sedition. And see the people in there, but said we don't get along because they like to put their I don't want to say it because I promise I'm not gonna say that again. Okay? They must say we don't get along. But their action in this type of situation is I'm very grateful to President Weah and his sedition of not putting people in the street. The system will expose them. Either the system expose them big time or they win. There's no two-way street around it. You treat Flandikova and people like that right now, that's fine. My own DB from Boston District. Young man just won an election recently, but he's so fair, he wants to do things right. You're gonna put him in jail. You're putting him in jail. But you will not do like what Ellen did. You know the party. They want a party I want on a song. You will not do like what Ellen did put grandchildren in jail and then they start getting sick one by one. We're gonna watch him. We're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch that. This system you're now start. You're now opening up. That's good. I love it. I love it. Because when CDC or any other government comes apart, because you know the part you want to 12 plus 6, that's it, that's enough. You're finished, your time over. President Baka not seeking re-election, so I don't have to support anything. I can be free. But let me say this. The fact that President Baka, President Weah and his people decided to say, let's watch. The first thing they have done is to put the system on notice that this system that you're using to charge former speaker, putting him in the cell, former speaker, good, will respect it. And one thing I gave CDC, all that big money, all that stealing they were doing, but they respect the rule of law. No peace was their hallmark. They respect the peace. Okay? They respect the peace. No, my brother, I'm not going to go that far. Okay? So CDC is saying this system that you're using, we're watching the system. We hope the system is transparent. The government has the right to keep anybody for 48 hours. They don't have to take you to court right away. That's okay. And Francis Kufa is quite aware. You see that toothbrush that was in your hand? Francis Kufa knew very well. Today's Friday, you're calling me, I'm coming. You want to put me in jail. I know that. I'm coming. You put me there. But here's the thing that the Unity Party has done. They better hope that from now on, they will walk on chalk line. They will walk because any other government that come to power. Remember my sister. Good evening. Thank you for
Even
joining.
yeah,
Any other government that comes to power, what Unity Party has started here, is so good for our system. They are building for me, they are building an institution. And we just pray that they will be transparent. Because any other government that comes to power, like I said, in a CDC part, they will build new jail there in Nima County and get new buses and line you up. All of you, all of you that have the little corruption there and there, you will answer question because you start the process. You start CDC came to power. They have the opportunity to line you up one by Unity Party to line you up one by one. They didn't do that. That's their fault. They have the Constitution said they have the right to investigate or to other people. That's their fault. They didn't do it. It's up to them. You come in now. You say the mayor you burn the capital. Okay, to burn the capital. So we're gonna put him. We're gonna charge him. That's good. That's good. The law will be the law, and I truly appreciate CDC and President we are today because a president we are what to put people in the street. First thing, Unity Party will say the only reason why people because Flantikova and people guilty. That's why they don't want us to go investigate. That's why they don't want us to go through the court process. President we are say, oh, President we are say, oh, that the thing you want to do was smarter than you. Monuba Monu told me that when I went to Liberia 2018, I said they were dragging for CDC to come to power. They were dragging their feet here and there. So I said, but how come the CDC they're known for being in the street? He said, Mr. Toe, that's what the people expected of us to be the rude kids and be in the street to disturb. But we have something surprising for them. We will not go in the street. We will keep our people under the sycamore tree here until we go and have an inauguration. So CDC, they're not dumb, they're smart. And they just show that again. Let me bring in my sister. Sister to thank you for joining us. What's on your mind tonight? I'm here talking about Flantikova and the jail. I think the process itself is good. It will help to build an institution. Of course, I'm not that happy because Flantikova is my friend. However, if the process is transparent, if it is not political witch hunting, as many people are seen to be suggesting, then they have nothing. Then we have nothing to be afraid of because Flantikova will be vindicated. Simple as that. Let's hear from you, my sister. By the way, I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. So, but don't call me Mr. So. I'm Mr. Toe.
okay, Mr. Toe.
Thank you.
I want to say hi to the people of Liberia that are watching in and around the world, and I just want to say thank you for keeping the seat today for Mr. So.
Oh, why when that I in trouble tonight, my people. I in trouble because the man coming out are trying, so we don't even call a name. But you say okay, quiet,
I
quiet.
said I'm thanking you for keeping his seat. Oh,
Okay.
you don't
I'm the
want me to
board
call the
chair.
name
I'm
at
the
all?
board chair. I'm the board chair. He just
Uh-huh.
okay.
So
He
I
said,
said, let me come and share with you and come and be your co-chair,
"Thank you,
your
thank you,
co-host.
thank you,
So
thank you." My
you
boy.
see,
Okay.
thank you, Mr. Toa. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Go ahead. Go
I've
ahead.
been listening to you to the background there, and you know, um, like you said, the only thing I have problem with is like you think is what was done was not right for me. I think what we have here as a leadership and a government in power, I think this is the best thing that should be going on. I like what you said, and you readily said, for if it is a witch hunt, I would not wish anybody to be witch hunt in this government. Equally so, if it is the president that will go against the Liberian people, for such a thing to happen, when in the Capitol building, they should face the full weight of the law. And I hope that they be, if they are not, held responsible, they should be exonerated. But if they are responsible for whatsoever happened to that Capitol building, so help me God, I want them to be held responsible for whatever weight that they have to take. Because you see, Mr. So we cannot say, my God, sorry, Mr. Toe. We cannot always say we want a good government.
I knew you were going to do
We
that,
want
so
to
I'm
say
ready
our
for it.
country, should change, and we sit and be doing the same old thing. If we sit there and say we are leaders, and we start, tolerating things that leaders supporting acts that are not acceptable in a nation, we are destroying our country. So you were trying to set example, Unity Party of, even though I'm not a Unity Party partisan, supporter of boycott. Equally so, I have gone against several things that have been done under the boycott government, and I stand here to be corrected. I have not supported everything, even when it came to I taking Kofa from the position illegally. I was one of those who talk against it, and this is what I want to see. Let the right thing be done. And I would not sit there and say Kofa was arrested and the other legislator was arrested and we ignore it. Because that is what happening. They sit there and they are in a high office. They use other people to commit the act, and they sit there and nothing is done about it. And we have sat over and over. People come in power, they gain wealth. And the moment they gain wealth, the next thing they are going to suppress the poor. And as they're suppressing the poor, they're always at the top there. Things that are done wrongly is acceptable in society because they cover them up. And I'm saying this is not right. We should let this play out. And it was good, like you said. And Gray yesterday was saying 1,000 seditions were going to be behind Kofa today. Did you see them? That is to tell our Liberian people that they should not be accepted, to be used by the politicians. Why can Gray go and tell them, say, you're come in the street? You don't even know whether people committed the act. Let's see, let it legal, the judiciary play it roll out. Let the law go, let law be the law that, our bank can say, our representative, Musa Bereti. The law is the law. Whether you are a senator, whether you are a representative, if you commit crime, you should feel the full weight of the law. And I think this is what playing on. I don't want to consider it as a witch hunt. I want to consider it that a system should be set up, that people will not sit in high up offices and use those little ones down there to commit crime. I think that's what I want to say for now.
Thank you. Thank you. I do wholeheartedly agree with you, but here's the issue here for me. Like I said, the whole system, I truly, truly do approve, even though Gray was saying he's going to put people, but I believe CDC, hierarchy, most likely had a conversation with him, and they come with one conclusion to say, we're not going to put people in it. Let's watch the system. And the system is also being tested. It's not just the government that being tested from my perspective. Okay.
Yeah, and the people watching the judiciary, let them sit there and have this thing, because people think that what they do today will not come after them tomorrow.
Says Carter, just a minute. Folks, if you guys gonna be participating in the conversation, let's be civil and talk with decency. We don't want to block people off. So please, let's try to watch our writing. I know it's late, and I know these things are emotional, but we can have the ability to control ourselves. So let's do so. But anyway, says Carter, let me just say this: the government is also on trial. This case will truly put the government on trial.
Yeah,
Now, you will have Flantikova, who himself is a lawyer, and most likely they're going to challenge the
exactly.
investigative team themselves. We have a president who they will be accusing or trying to manipulate the system simply because he made a statement that those who did this thing are hooligans. Does he approve? Does he even know who they are? From what perspective does he say they're hooligans? Was it not electrical fault? Have they had that kinds of investigation from the president to have that knowledge and make that statement? For me, the president's statement, for me, it didn't count because I believe he was talking as father of the nation. And as a father of the nation, he was angry. Whatever it is that you want, he would say. If it's a political power you want, you don't need to destroy anything. And those who might have done these things or those who are responsible, I will call as a father of the nation, I will call you guys hooligan. That was how he's speaking. But now it has taken a different trend. The prosecutor will come and have a good case. But most likely, and I'm not a lawyer, folks. I play one on TV, of course. And the lawyer among us, rescue two, is that rescue two? Let me see. Oh, you're not rescue two. I'm not bringing you on, man. I'm trying to call rescue two. Coming, that rescue number 10, that the fanatic, the rescue fanatic. Let's bring it in. Thank you, Jane. Thank you for joining me. We appreciate it. So
Okay.
the lawyer that will be, I'm speculating, the lawyer that going to be representing Franti Kofa, most likely they will say the president's statement. He's the president of the country, and we all know the power of the presidency in the Republic of Liberia. And by him making a statement, the lawyer will argue, he has already, in a cold word, told the security apparatus, I want people to be charged. I want people to be charged. And the lawyer will say then, boldly, that when that president made that statement, he immediately thanked off Frantikova and the people that are in jail now. And that will be their argument.
I don't want to believe so, Mr. Toe.
Well, I'm just
I
saying what their argument going to
I
be.
did
That's fine.
I differ with you in that sense.
Okay.
Because when things happen, you will be there to say whoever did this. And that was the state the president was in. Whoever did it.
Okay.
And then that's something he said on
But the
that.
president he didn't
If
say
that was the
let's
case,
let's
if the president had anybody in mind by this time, the president would have had power to deal with that person. But it's beyond the president's
no, but listen now, the
jurisdiction.
president's statement
It
did
is
not say
not. It is
whoever.
not
The
in his.
president's statement, he didn't say whoever. He just said
That's what was said.
no, he didn't say whoever. He said this is an act.
He said the people that did this.
No,
So
he
that
said it.
whoever.
No, we're the ones that interpreting. I have the video. I played the video before coming on here. He said, he
Eh,
said this act is an act of hooliganism. So, but let's forget it. I'm just saying
okay,
what
the
the lawyer
act.
gonna argue.
Whether somebody put it there or somebody send somebody to do it, it's an act.
Okay, I agree, but I'm just saying. I'm
So
just saying.
yeah, it's something that you interpret it in a way you understand it. But with the way I understand it, he knew who did it, and he wanted to have the action to be taken by him. But not that action will have been taken. But it's
But
beyond
that's
his
not what's
control.
gonna. Before let me bring in James here. That's not. I'm saying the lawyer most likely will argue like that, and then I'm gonna go and the president voice, his tape, the audio, the video. could be an evidence, introduced as evidence that this case has already been judged against my client. Let me hear from you, James. Thank you for joining
Okay.
us. Good evening.
Yeah, let me welcome myself, and this is a new environment. Trust me, and just few days of months ago, we were in Waterloo, Iowa, but we left, and we are now in our another place, of course, and this is Figo. So, and I listened to you and Mr. Toe, and I listened to my dear sister, right there. The thing is, the guys will be going to court on a number of charges, and those things will be coming from the police. They will be coming from the police. What are the allegations? What are the charges? And we listened to Gregory Coleman, reading out the charges about criminal malevolence, and the rest of it, So they're going to go to court, on the basis of the charges level against them. For me, what I would want to encourage anyone to do, it's always important. Let's wait and see how it's going to pan out, because we'll begin to say this is politically motivated. I mean, just few years back, we listened to Unity Party folks saying the same thing, and it's like the turn of the table now, and we're now listening to folks on the other side and CDC, saying the same thing. And what I also know is that this is really not the first time for a lawmaker. I was right in Monrovia when I saw what happened to Roland Kine, and I saw what happened to Soko Brown, and I also saw what happened to Vani Sherman. People were there trading allegations, and the rest of it. But I listened to the police RG, and he spoke of what? Credible evidence that they have. He spoke of geospatial data that they have. So, and that's the science, and we all believe in the science, and so let's wait on this thing. Let's look at the evidence that will be presented to the judge or by the prosecutor, and let's see, to begin to say, oh yes, the president already prejudged everything. I think the judge will be looking at the evidence that will be presented by 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 government lawyers, so I want us
But
to be
let
very
us
careful.
let us
I want
well,
us to be I want us to be very careful, because it's possible that the guys can go to court and they can be set free, and it's also possible that they can go to court.
it's not just possible. This is exactly what's going to happen. Franti Kofa, his
Well,
co-defender, going to walk. Now, let me just say this here.
yeah, but
They have
yeah, if that happens, then we're talking about the rule of law, and that's exactly what.
exactly. That's my point.
Exactly.
The system itself, and that's what I keep saying since yesterday. I've been saying this. I really do appreciate CDC. I really do appreciate former President Weah for not putting anybody in the street. Let the system,
Yeah, work
let the
out.
system
Yeah,
help all of us. Because if this system comes out and people view this system as being transparent, you put everything else about the judicial system on the map. Now, here's the thing here about this. Liberia is not well known of being transparent when it comes to these things. The power of the presidencies in Liberia is unmatched with any other country. The president can decide who lives tomorrow or who dies tomorrow. Literally. There's no two-way street
and
about it.
yeah, and this is what we should be able to walk back on
Okay,
and
but
try to
let me make my
reveal.
point. I will bring you in. You gotta let me talk. I will let you
Okay,
talk. Let me talk. Let me talk, man. Tabata. Tabata. That's what we do here, G. You know
okay,
the rules. So
okay. Toya,
if the president, who I also supported and I still support him, I
yeah,
believe. I believe this thing didn't happen in isolation. The president quite aware of it. And I also believe that the president, through the Justice Ministry, gave the go ahead to the police. That means the president is willing to have this kinds of thing, this system be tested. Now, the president and all of us that supported the president, we knew exactly the election was not a landslide. The election was not a landslide. Another thing we have to be careful and be mindful of. President we are former president we are considered before the vote was even finished counting, before the ballot was closed. So this is to say to you that indeed these type of things they must be allowed to happen freely without any kinds of uh you know who I am business. Now,
Okay.
if this happen, if I would suggest if this thing happen truly transparent and they decide to investigate truly and they put their evidence forth, whatever camera or satellite evidence they have, what have you, you have lawyers in Liberia. You have lawyers in Liberia that will be able to defend Francisco and his co-defenders. And so we're hoping that this thing should not be one of those jungle justice where you have the executive controlling the judiciary. I don't believe that will happen in this case. But from all indication, everything we have seen when it comes to Francisco, this government and President we have failed miserably. The way they handle the things they have done, they have failed miserably. And so many people, I'm not one of those, to be honest with you. Many people are concerned that yes, indeed, while we wait for the justice to be dispensed equally, but this government does not have a good track. Let's hear from you, Sis Kotu.
Yeah, Mr. To, and you said rightly that this government came in on, it was not a landslide, which I agreed with you. And it will be said that people that were on the other side of the support may have, this anger or bitterly angry that they are not in the positions. And I'm one of those who want this to be played out. And if you listen today, like what my brother just said, that these charges were read. It did not come from uh, space to say, okay, people did not commit the crime and they created the crimes. So for me, I think people should stop prejudging that it is politically manipulated. An act was performed, and the act, based on the act that was performed, there had been preliminary investigation carried on. And based on the preliminary investigation, that's where the charges have been levied against these people. And I don't know why they didn't talk about the first group of people that was arrested, that were investigated first. And based on the first investigation, led to those that are arrested now. And I want to believe, based on the first investigation, that were data, that were evidence, other evidence that were, collected, that led to the arrest of this other bunch of group, people. So I want us to really, play a low profile in the system and not to have, like pressure on the judiciary. For me, I want to see them doing the right thing. Because what will happen, it will either make them credible or not credible. Because if such a thing start going on, they want to see what the right thing now will be done, that we will take that system set to follow up on it. But if that is not done now, because this is the time we expecting that certain things should be set up. If that system is not set up now, then we don't have another time. For me, I don't know whether I would trust another system or another government easily. Because we have our government in time, in memorial, that have not let the system play. And people are suffering. People want to see, there are a lot of people who are hurt today. Many of us got hurt in that country that we cannot even talk about some of the things we experience. And we are living with it. So if we do not see these changes going on in our country, we don't know who we are going to trust again. So I just want to put this anger thing, whether we're mad with so people being arrested, because everybody that is arrested has a friend or has a family member that wants, that want their family. They will either say their family member did not commit the act, but that's why they have a system set. The judiciary go through the process. I mean, if they are not, held liable, fair enough. Then we know who the perpetrators are. But let the game play out, Let it go out. Thank you.
I agree with you, Kato. Thank you very much. That's the same point that I've been making myself, that indeed, let the system play out. However, there are
Yeah.
those who have seen this government when it comes to the dispensations of justice, that this government, according to story, according to those who have been talking, that this government cannot be trusted. And so we are asking fellow Liberians to say, no matter what it is, that indeed justice is blind. That indeed, let's wait until the judiciary system take effect. So it is our job to continue to uh, 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 let people, our viewer, people who follow us and stuff like that. Many people might be angry, but it's our job to make sure that we calm the situation down so the system will take effect. Because if we're successful in doing this system, in doing this, and every Liberians, nobody, not everyone will be happy about the end result. What I'm Francophone and people walk, people will not be happy. With Francophone and people found guilty, people will not be happy. So we don't expect 100% happiness out of this. However, the point is, when you do these things and you do them right, you are setting precedent, and you are also
Okay.
building institutions. That has always been my argument, and because of this argument that I have, I take this opportunity again to say thank you, President Weah, and thank you, CDC, for not putting people out in the street today. Let's hear from you, James.
Yeah, so this will be another test of the system. It's going to be,
Are you there, James? Or the system have taken you out? James, have you with us? Koto, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, James, are you there?
Seems
Okay,
like Jane.
the system test. James tested the system. The system beat James up, and James has failed the system. Let's come back to you, Koto. Go ahead, make it fill in for James while we're waiting for him.
Yeah, and from the onset, from the day this government was elected, and that day people kept saying the government failed, the government failed, without even spending a day. So I expect people to say the government failed. But there are instances where, uh, incidents or some other things go on. But you also will have to come up and state where the government failed and where the government has succeeded in, or what the government has succeeded in. And just to say the government failed, for me, it's just vague. What has the government done that make the government fail? And what have the government done that make them gaining? For me, I would list several things that the government have done good. And yes, we have several things that we can say, yes, they did wrong, especially when it came to the selection of the speaker. And we all spoke against it. And we said it when we kept saying that it was not the right process. People kept around dodging the whole process, and then we came back to the rule of the law. So then we came back. So I will always tell people we are here. Whatever we see that the government is doing is wrong, we will talk about it until we see the right thing is done. So they could be right or they could be wrong because somebody uh, way of thinking may be relative. Their right might be different from what I call right. So I think what we stay saying, what I'm still saying, let people rest their mind. And we see that even today, you see people saying they ain't get a job, they ain't get a job. You go ask many of them what a career you get to get a job. They don't have. And there's the same thing I was telling people. Try to better a career. If you know you don't have a career, try and do business, to sustain yourself. We all just sit there and say we want government to support us. And when we see that a new government has come in, the government should take physical cash and be put in our hands. If we don't have the money that the government had to put in individual hand, the fees that the government is not doing the right thing. But it should, make up their mind, build up your mind in a way that your country also will benefit from you. For me, I always set an example. I lived in Liberia all of my life. I was not one of those who ran out of Liberia as refugee. I only went Liberia as visiting other states, other countries in like Africa. But I did not go as refugee. We stayed right there. And I know how, I try to sustain myself without working for government. To the point that some of us were able to create jobs for, some of our people to work in Liberia. But everybody just want to sit there and depend on government. And it's not possible. If you don't get a job, you say the government are good. And government can employ, we say 5 million people. Government can even employ 1 million. I don't know whether they have ever reached that level to employ 1 million because I don't have the statistics, to justify that. So I don't know. So this is something that we need to, change our mind and attitude. And this is what's spoiling us. Because you see, even the people that have been perpetrating the crime are people who have been paid.
James, you gotta mute yourself. Why? Why? Because we're getting echo from you. I'm not too sure what happened here.
According to the charges, that people who were sent to commit the act, and these ID people were supported by these representatives. If it is true, that what can happen if you don't use your
Rescue
head
2 is
to
here. Says
sustain.
got to. Says got to. Rescue 2 is here. Let me bring him on.
Rescue
Go
team.
ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, your
Sister.
supporter is here. Your rescue team is here
Yeah.
finally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like I was saying, you will see all of these things happening because people want to live on the glory of others. They want to be supported by people. And if you want to be supported by people, they will use it in any way to commit their crime. And
Thank
I
you.
think if it is true that the crime, the list of allegations against them was what done, they are using the very poor people to commit these crimes.
Thank you.
Thank
Let's
you.
go back to James. James, let's unmute you. You were in the process of making your statement when the system defeated you. But let's go ahead. Let's hear from you.
The system crashed on me. That new environment now. I mean, so I mean, like I said earlier, it's going to be a test of the system. Let's see how this is going. Let's see how this is going to work out. How is it going to pan out? When the allegations shall be taken to court, where lawyers on both sides will be
James,
presented the
your
argument.
audio is bad. Your audio is very low and bad.
You can increase the volume. Try increase the volume of the audio on the phone.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, much better. Go ahead.
Okay. So when the evidence, I mean, will be presented against, I mean, the lawmakers, including the J. people, the the judge is going to go into it, look at it, because we're talking about evidence here. And I listened to the police chief. He talked about what? Mental data evidence as well as geospatial data. And these are hardcore sciences. Yeah, these are hardcore sciences. I mean, involving data analysis, and the rest of
James,
it.
let me hold you right
So
there. This is your second time making that point. Are you now trying to convince us that these things are not there's no flaw involving those things?
no, that's not what I'm saying. But this is this.
Okay.
These are hardcore sciences, and this is what the fundamental of the world. Right? Technically stands on today. I
Okay.
am
Go
not
ahead.
saying that there can be there. There are not flaws to them, but this is what we believe in today. This is what we the world is running away. Internet and geospatial data. DNA, methylation. These are things. And these are hard sciences.
Okay.
So when those evidences should be presented in court and looking at them. And trust me, there are instances where it can really be difficult to even defend your client and begin to see hardcore things. So,
All
like
right.
I would
So
say, they are innocent. They are innocent until proven guilty. Let's see how everything will work out. And this is really not the first time that yeah, okay, the huge number of lawmakers, beyond bad. I saw in Rudenkind, and I saw and former president, in fact, Judy Bryant. They went to court. What happened at the end of the day? They went
that's
free.
that's
Why?
that's
Because
yeah, that's one of the things I. But and go ahead, and
yeah,
I'll speak my own.
Judy Bryant, Soko Brown. Oh,
There we go. The system had done it again. Rescue two. Let's hear
Is he
from
in
you. Thank you
Liberia?
so much. Right here in Waterloo. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you. Rescue two.
Yeah, Sis Kotu, how you doing, man? And
Yeah,
Liberal,
yeah.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
and to our audience and all of that. Yeah, I was looking at these things: criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, criminal conspiracy. Those are huge allegations levied against the former speaker. Those are huge, huge allegations. Yeah, actually, criminal facilitation involve not directly involving into a crime, and criminal solicitation too. So these are things, liberal, that are very, very grave, very, very grave, and all of that. I really don't know where we're going now because it's these are the things we're trying to talk about. But you were earlier on saying it was good that seditions did not come on the street today to
Right.
protest because it could have caused problem
Right.
in the country. And I think I want to support you on that point because the way Akaras Gray were ranting yesterday, everybody thought they were going to move in that direction, of which they did not do, which we support. And for me, I thank God that they did not do it because CDC strength lies in protestation. So it was good that they did not go that route. We
Yeah,
thank God
because
not.
it would have been terrible.
Yes,
It would have
it
been
would
terrible,
have escalated.
and the government would have been unable to govern. I know that. And the fact that the CDC again, I was out here last night pleading, and most likely they were listening to me. Plead. They don't even know me, but they listen to me anyway. Pleading with former President Weah. I don't agree with him on policy, but I think they did a very smart thing. The system that have Flantikova going to flog them again. He flogged them before. He will flog them again, Terry. Watch and see. Here's the reason I'm saying this. Here's the reason I'm saying this. All of the charges the IG were listing, those are police charges. They have to take it now to the lawyer for the lawyer to make it up to be able to indict. And most likely, those languages that you heard today from the IG, many of the languages will be disappear when the justice minister or the prosecutor decide to indict. Now, the issue right now is this: Francis Kofa and his people going and they're going to argue the entire year. We peppered them before the entire year. Let bring it on, and you will go to the courtroom and you will use some of these people that you kept in jail without seeing their lawyers for so long as your state witnesses. One thing, and the Waterloo guy here, we're talking about the guy satellite that can detect where people are, where people that you bring it on in Liberia. Bring it on. Those are things that will help to build the institution. I'm all for that. However, if you're going to do this, and just from the public eyes right now, this thing doesn't smell good. You have Monday, Tuesday, and to be able to charge somebody. You waited until Friday. This is the man. You went after his speakership. The entire world, the entire Liberia, they saw you colo colo. They don't like that. You went after that. That's not enough. The man resigned. You took the speakership. That's not enough. You said the people burn the Capitol building, and you have investigated them before. That's fine. The investigation open. That's fine. You even went as far as going to French Sakoko as being the masterminder. We heard the audio tape between what's his name? DB how do you call him? Um Ambu Kamara and Franti Kofa. We heard that. There's nothing there. You can't use that to say this is the plan they have. Now, if you say you want to pinpoint people based on satellite location, that's fine. That's good. But my main argument here tonight for Unity Party, what they have done is good for this country. If they are transparent, it's even better. But most likely, they have opened a Pandora's box. Because when Madam Sally threw Judy Bryan in jail, the fear for many of Unity Party member hierarchy at the time was when any other government comes in here, they will do the same thing. Last minute of time, when she threw her weight behind George Weah and people tune change. It's not gonna happen the next time. It's not gonna happen the next time. I'm suggesting that when the CDC come to power, they will build brand new jails in Nima County. and buy Chinese buses and line them up. But no, on a very serious note, what they have done, if they do it with sincerity, it's good for the country. Let Flanty Kofa, and I bet you hear some of the things that are gonna come out of this thing here. Not just the capital burning, the corrupt behavior in the cap in because Flanty Kofa did make mention of that. The corrupt behavior in the capital will come out. And when Flanty Kofa take the stand and bring those things out, he will also be grilled. I love this thing. I love this thing here. Let us be transparent. Let us be transparent. But Terry, like anything else in Liberia, it's just a matter of time before Madam Sally step in and put stop to this. It's not
But
gonna go. It's not gonna go much farther. Frantikova, when he gets that, it's not gonna go to trial. You look at Samuel Twe,
neighbor,
look at Samuel Twe on a trial
neighbor,
right now.
the thing is gonna go to trial. You
But
see the problem?
Look at Samuel Twe trial right
Yeah,
now.
Samuel Twe, the moment the woman is going to resign, not resign but retire,
Who?
what the Chief Justice.
That the one holding Samuel Twe trial?
Yes,
Oh,
that the
okay.
one holding Samuel Twe. He didn't. You
No
see,
wonder
neighbor,
why. No wonder why UNCDs can't make it. Why you say?
what
Why
holding
you say
Samuel?
that? Why you say that?
That why is it? What holding Samuel Twe? The woman going.
Okay.
That the woman is. You know what I like about her? she's a typical Liberian woman, even though she understands the law, but she also understands the Liberianness, that sympathy. So she can mix the law up with sympathy to balance the equation
I know you coming.
on
You
both
coming.
sides.
I know you coming. Give me an example of of the Supreme Court ruling lately. That's going to be one of the examples now.
But that's
Ah,
what I
rescue two.
but you see, and you see what she did with the asset recovery. You know what she was doing there? They knew the law, that the law gave the asset recovery the power to confiscate the property, but she was also giving Grace Gracia Ra the time to prove her case. So she gave them 8 months.
But
Within the eight months,
that's
you
just
want to tell
it.
me say Gracia Ra couldn't produce document?
But that's just it.
I agree, but Senator is very professional. She can help the process. She
Yeah.
help you. You saw what she did with the majority black. The Barcelona ruling, the ruling ultra viral did that. But in that ultra viral, what people were confused thinking about ultra viral, all the budget passed. They went underwater, they negotiated the budget, they got it on a cut, everything. Then she came back. She said, but that is not what we said.
By
Then she
that
gave
time,
it.
by that time, if you didn't get your money.
You know, Liberia is an interesting country. So that is why I tell people, I say,
But no other very serious. I truly believe that this, for me, I think this is a jail time that Flanikova will serve for not giving President Waka the speakership from day one.
no, I don't think he's gonna go to jail. You see, let me tell you something.
No, that's
You,
what I'm
you
saying.
strike a,
That's what I'm
you
saying.
strike a nerve vein. Liberian people are sympathetic. Even if Fonati Kofa went the whole horse, right now, sympathy have engulfed the country
Hmm.
because the stripping of the speakership,
Yes,
and then you take it now, you put it in jail.
in jail. You're done. Your case
Those
done.
kind of things can win the sympathy of the people.
Where you will get a jury that will convict Flankikofa? Where
You
where
see,
in Liberia? Where in Liberia
that
you'll
is
get
what
jury?
we're gonna do. Because Liberian people, that when the sympathy enter into them,
So let me tell you now. You see that one thing I learned about you, that's why I call you rescue too. You're very smart because of what you just stated. President Sali will call President Wakai. Don't spoil your name. Let the thing go. No jury will convict Plantikofa. Leave it alone, and it's gone.
hmm,
It's not going to go much further. It's not going to go much further. There's lots of reason here. Okay, these people, Flantikova, when he went after Big Boy 1 and Big Boy 2 in Madam Sally government, lots and lots of people didn't like it. Those many Unity Party members didn't like that because they were licking their hand. Look, Terry, they're licking hand basically. You know what happened quite recently? You know what happened quite recently? I will not call their name. Two senators, the people in Liberia, they're wicked. Oh. The yellow machine, the president trying to negotiate to bring to Liberia. You know, there are some senators that don't like that. They're against those yellow machine coming into that country. Because if the yellow machine comes in a country and they share among the counties officials, these senators that got fly by night in construction company, they will not get contract again. So they don't like that.
hmm.
They don't like it. They say, why will you bring the yellow machine here when we got contractor to do the job? That's how wicked things are. What's your question, Mr. To? Please answer my question. If this is this the liberal the Liberia that you guys fought? Well, Clarence, let me tell you the Liberia. You see, when you do this here, they bring me some stuff. Let me read this thing quickly to you, Clarence. Okay. Honorable Florence Chin, if this was March 31st, 1979, you are not even born. Honorable Florence Chinenwe, Minister of Agriculture, has recommended to the national legislature that the price of rice be increased as an incentive to local farmers. She proposed that the price go from 100 pound bag from the $22 to $25. Parboiled rice puts out from $22 to $30. Then they ask who benefiting, who are the farmer who needs to be encouraged to grow more rice. Interestingly, they say the major producers of rice in Liberia include some officials at the higher level of the government. Among his many occupation, Dr. William Aratoba, the president of Liberia, is a farmer, rice farmer. He is a producer of large quantity. In fact, in recent times, he received a prize from West Africa of producing more rice. That's what we fought for. Now listen to this here. It's clearing. I'm just reading these things here to you because you asked a very interesting question. Have you heard of Henry S. Duba before? Rescue 2. Have you heard of Rescue Henry S. Duba? You never heard of Henry S. Duba?
I heard the
Rescue
name,
2.
but I don't know the person.
Oh, no, of course you don't know the person. This was not May 16, 1985, 40 years ago. Henry S. Duba used to be the chief of staff of the armed forces of Liberia. Listen to this. Listen to this. Have you heard of Kakura Koto or Koto Boto?
Boto.
Okay, Kakura Boto used to be the chairman of National Democratic Party, DO Party. So he wrote, and this chief of staff writing back. These are some of the reasons the war came. Listen to this. Henry Duba writing now. He wrote, your letter dated May 14, 1985, requesting the support of the armed forces of Liberia to secure victory for the National Democratic Party of Liberia in the forthcoming general election is hereby acknowledged. Kakura Boto wrote the chief of staff. He said, we want the army to guarantee the party victory. Listen what he's saying. Listen, Aaron Duba still writing. He said, nothing I could vividly sacrifice for in my life than the interest of the head of state and the cause of the National Democratic Party of Liberia. Therefore, be assured that the chief of staff speaking, be assured of the support of the army as I remain the chief of staff of the Republic of Liberia. My son, these are some, and I got plenty. Where they want coming from? Plenty. I got a list when what's his name? Prince Johnson, they went to how they got from Nima County, how they started recruiting people from the army, what they used to do. I have all that handwriting, plenty. But I'm telling you, you asked an interesting question. I'm telling you, the Liberia we fought for one man, one vote. And this one man, one vote, this one have nothing to do with one man, one vote. The people are charging Frantic Kofa. That is an interesting one because it's putting the institution on the map if they do it right. However, our government does not have a good record when it comes to Frantic Kofa. And this is what Terry was saying earlier, the sympathy. Frantic Kofa have built up so much sympathy. And this is the end result because of that sympathy. President Weah is very smart. He knew Frantic Kofa already have the sympathy. You want to put anybody in the street. Let's leave it and let's see how far they're going to go. Let's hear from you, Rescue
I think that was a smart move from the CDC.
Of course.
They acted like a.
They are the big boys in the room.
Yes, like a political party that have been in power.
Yes.
And that is what I was trying to say to you the last time on something. Even that letter that you read about his response to President Walker's letter that he read on the day we won the non-permanent Security Council seat.
Right.
I told you that particular letter that was written for him that he posted was the position of a responsible political party that have been in power.
When was the last time you saw President Weah dancing and singing?
Yeah, so
is growing
rebranding.
Up.
The party is that is what I'm talking about, the rebranding process.
Exactly. When was the last time you saw Jefferson Kochi in the street?
Right.
The party is
They're making
growing up.
sense now.
Yeah.
When you start to address, because you see, one of the things United Party people or look down on CDC from is the state of mind that they used to have that made it that every little thing they will be in the street
In the
demonstrating,
street.
making
Yes.
law under the cycle, all the kind of thing. That brought them to a low class level.
Yes.
United Party want you to play them on at their level. And that is what they're doing now. And that if they continue like this, people will begin to gain trust that they are able, they have now rectified some mistakes, and maybe they can be given a second chance. But they cannot be approaching the thing, and that is why we're talking about last night, where all the people running a thing. Because I was expecting or suspecting that they will have come outside and attack and break no, blah, blah, blah. But the way they're doing it now, they say, okay, we'll watch the process. So if they see something now that does not look right, if the Unity Party start doing something that does not look right now, then they can come up on the street in numbers to project the study. But you can't, they put calling people for interrogation because the government fee, they get some prima facie evidence and things. Then you just jump up right away and say, oh, you going to protest? What are you going to protest for? So as it stands, to me, CDC got edge on this one.
Yeah.
Because you don't get nothing on them to say, oh, they demonstrated, they disrupt the peace, they obstructed justice.
No.
You got nothing on them.
You can't blame anybody. The whole thing is on you.
It's on you now. So everybody is watching you to go and bring your prima facie, bring your evidences, and go to court.
Now, yes, another argument that's going to be coming quickly, Terry. Yes, another argument that I want you to talk about as well. Unity Party believe that CDC falsely accused Madam Gloria Scott Musu and put her in jail. And when Unity Party came to power, they got her out. So CDC is saying now, meaning that they most likely want to do the same thing to Franti Kofa by paying back. For me, those who are arguing like that, you are putting our country in danger. Because let's give Unity Party people the chance to utilize the service of the system and see how far they're going to go. Let's hear from you.
People, give them the chance. That's what I tell the CDC people. You can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result. Demonstrating every time you see small thing going on. United Party people say they got the evidence, they got all the good. Give them the chance to prove the case in court.
Exactly.
And everybody will see vividly where they have gone wrong. And then you can say what you want to say. But the era wherein I want to live a little bit here is the aspect of, the then era that you read. One of the reasons why the propaganda worked and there was a chaos in the country to that extent was because we did not have the kind of technology we have now. Information dissemination is right now at our disposal. And not like before, where people used to write leaflet, put it in the street. Any kind of news opposition gave the populace, that was the news they carried. Today, news are going to be very far. It's going to be explained. And that, I believe, is one of the reasons why the Honorable Kofa case was different from Honorable Snow case. Because Honorable Snow case, it was not widely viewed from the social media pages, from people looking at the whole thing, both nationally and internationally, as the way we got Facebook at our disposal today. All right? In the era of Honorable Kofa, everybody been watching. Everybody saw what was going on in the court. Everybody watched the argument. So as we speak today, everybody saw the flames in the Capitol building. Everybody is seeing the evidences being displayed. So it will be clear that if this thing go to court and Honorable Kofa them as found guilty according to the law, it will be very super clear and it may not create any insurrection in the country because majority of the people will see it as compared to before. Before somebody could just kind of latch on you and say, oh, they may were in the government because the man get bigger. So they say they men were in the government. Somebody
Oh,
will go kill you for nothing.
rescue two. How you talk about big gun while sitting
Oh,
down here?
no, oh no, no,
Hey
no.
man.
Now that direction I'm going.
Hey, but you already announced it.
Oh,
They said the man got big. I got big. Well, anyway, thank you, thank you. Again, Walter Carter, good evening. I have not seen you, I have not talked to you since you came from Liberia. Joseph Baka allow you into Liberia. You are not a Liberian citizen. They specifically allow you in, and they didn't do anything to you. You went to Liberia. You are not a Liberian citizen. They didn't put police behind you. You there, you enjoy yourself. You ate all the palm butter. You're not even Liberian, but you ate the palm butter, quesadilla, everything. Nothing happened to you. Your stomach ain't even wrong said. Malaria said it ain't even test you. What you got to say about our government now? You gonna say thank you?
Thank you. I think Perry was, I mean, Terry was throwing shot at me. Got my stomach a little bit big here because I dealt with him yesterday.
man, what? Who
See,
you
you got
there
to
with?
throw the big one. I ain't
Look,
alone.
look.
Let's hear from you. Thank you for joining our Walter Carter. Thank you very much.
Thomas
Gentlemen,
said that when you were
come
talking,
on,
I
let's
get
hear
down
from
for
Thank
you.
you
it.
so much.
Let's
No,
hear
on a
from you.
serious note. So, look, Mr. Toll and Terry, it's good to see you guys on show tonight. I'm following the trending situation, political situation in the country. It's good that, I mean, Liberians have realized that jumping in the street will not solve our problems. And it's also good that we who sit in these United States of America or in Europe or other countries, that the justice system work for the citizens. We can see and say, let our justice system work for us in our country. Is it perfect in Liberia? No. The justice system is rotten and it needs to be fixed. But we have to give the justice system a chance in cases like this. Is it a political case? One may say, it may have some political undertone and all that. But we have come to the place where the police say she has evidence, overwhelming evidence, to convict the people that they got. Now they're gonna go to court. These people are, some of them are lawyers, like the former speaker, he's a lawyer, and he's gonna hire some of the best minds in the country. I mean, they got money, they're gonna bring these people out, and they're gonna go and they will debate the evidence that the government will provide, and then it will be countered by the lawyers of these accused people. Um, but sometimes we, in the space of public opinion, what we see, what we heard or hear, make us to draw conclusion. And looking at the whole case, when I look at from the first time during the impasse where fire um hit the Capitol, the first time, it was because of electrical. We saw the breaker caught on fire, two breakers close to the speaker office caught on fire. Media personnel was right there. They did a whole video of it, and no breaker was damaged. And they were afraid that the fire was going to reach in the, I think, speaker's office, but the speaker office was locked. They had to breach the door or do something to check to make sure the fire didn't reach there. But they were able to extinguish the fire. And they showed that whole thing on Facebook. Few weeks after, whether they repair those breakers that was on fire or not, nobody knows. But few weeks after, the capital era got that fire again.
I
And
wish
now they
I
are
wish this
accusing.
it. Yeah, I wish I don't mean to interrupt, but I wish this it was would be because he's a electrical engineer. The
Mhm.
wiring system back in 1948, 49, 50, and stuff like that. The wiring system that was done back then, it's different now.
Yes, yes.
Those are, but most of the time we don't even think about that. That building was they started back in the 50s.
Mhm.
It's the same situation that happened to the executive mansion.
Right.
Why are we taking that, not accepting what happened to the executive mansion, but we will insist? that the fire at the Capitol building has nothing to do with electrical faulty wires.
But you
But
remember on the same,
we agree that the executive marshal has an electrical faulty wire.
yeah, but even prior to they coming to them concluding or going through the investigation, they accuse people of setting the place on fire. They accuse people of setting on fire, only to find out that after they did all the investigation, it was electrical. Like you said, there are so many property in Liberia that have old installation of old wiring and all that. And then when the civil war happened, we have new people that came on that have no idea or even wiring or proper wiring. They start doing their own things. That's the reason why fire start from President we administration. When you turn this way, fire not catching somebody on the house, fire catching this place, job work, in the office, fire were all over the place because poor wiring, sometimes cheap wiring, and all that kind of stuff. But this is why I want to carry the conversation, Mr. Toe. We
Yeah, please
saw,
go ahead so I can open the line.
yeah, so we
Right.
saw these things happening, and because of the struggle for political power at the capital, somebody wanted to blame somebody,
Yeah, but
and they,
let me push you on that then. Let me push you
yeah,
on that. Will you blame the Liberian people
mm,
because of the infighting? In the mix of the infighting, you have the massive fire.
mhm,
And the folks, the Liberian people themselves, they are not quite familiar with faulty wire and what have you. And the people who supposed to have the opportunity to explain perhaps what was happening, they were not doing it.
mhm.
So will you blame the Liberian people for taking the line that they, indeed somebody must have set their place on fire?
So this the place you and I come in. Me, you, Terry, that live outside, experienced people, people that have knowledge in these things to say, stop. Because now there was an infight and that fire came. Somebody won't have sympathy. Somebody want the public to have sympathy for them. All right? They won't give him public sentiment. And they shift the blame on one group of people to say this group of people burned the capital down. Everything changed. The narrative changed. Oh, because Speaker Kofa want to be meeting say as speaker, they got to point the thing down. And that whole narrative play in the favor to the extent where the president did not even wait 1 hour while the place was burning. He didn't even wait. He considered it a fire that was brought by torch, right? Or hooligans. Making the whole case now to be like, who are the hooligans? The minority group. The police director, the scene they made, the scene expression. The fire chief, same thing. And then it follows. Liberian people believe it because lies travel faster than truth.
You mean the proper suit fire chief?
Fire chief. And then who they brought in the country to say this fire expert? They brought the same friends of the government. They didn't go somewhere and bring different experts. They brought the same friends of government that was introduced by somebody who didn't even like the former government. Introduced him to, in fact, the men were at just President Boakar's inauguration, brought him to,
Are you telling me, Terry? I mean, Walter Cutter, that these
yes,
professional fire services would endanger their own integrity because of your political bulahara, whatever it is.
when it comes
Terry,
to,
what was that word again? Buga Sakwara, whatever it is.
I
You
Terry know
think
that word. I know.
you
I don't
think the
fuck.
men would they would sacrifice their own political, I mean their
So this
own
the thing, oh, this the
integrity
thing, Mr.
Tabula
Toe, this the
rasa
thing.
bugarias.
for your own political
Tabula
tabula
rasa,
yeah.
yeah, don't me lose my spirit at all, man. Tabula rasa. No, so but look, this the thing. You don't know what people are. I do not believe in these people here. What they got expect in what they do, or what, I don't believe in them. I'll be honest with you, because they all for the money. They all for the money. We saw, yeah, we,
Walter, let's hold you
yeah.
right
Hold on.
there. Let me take this call, please. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Hey, my baby, Pato, this is Nankemo. I'm calling from
Oh,
Chicago.
that the man who can supply me with all the better music. I haven't gotten better
Yeah,
music from you for a long time. Come here.
Yeah,
What
the
you
good
doing?
news I got. I've been checking my archive and I finally located some of those songs. So
Good, good.
you've been
Thank
on my,
you.
I didn't what they call WhatsApp and
Yeah.
let me not go there. I know the issues there. Yeah, but I will get back to you that.
Okay. All
Uh,
right. Thank you.
I had a question. Something Rescue 2 was saying. I just want to make a comment on that. Many a time we will say like bring people sympathy, like they saying like brother that forgetting me chicken I get tea today. Let's just put it in a cool way. We came from a civil war. Many of us are traumatized because of that war, because we were born in the war. We saw how Liberia was looking like. We still live with that trauma. God bless them all who travel in the United States. We see the difference when it comes to civilized country, rule of law, system. And our brothers and sisters back home, they are going through similar experiences. The only difference is that they are not seeing the differences when it comes to how system works. That's the challenge they're facing. I'm talking about the common people. Then they got the other group of people who feel that they know plenty. They have traveled, like Fernando Kova group. They traveled, they came to the United States, they committed crime here, they convicted them, they taught them lesson. Yet, they didn't learn from that. They went back Liberia. You see, we shouldn't be sugarcoating the thing and saying, Liberian people, they having sympathy for the people. No. We have to engage the government right now, profile the government back, send the government so they having information on these people, prove their case in court. Let the court be open, transparency, let people go and witness the case. We have to set an example. The culture of impunity is going on too long in Liberia. Let's take for example, if Unity Party government leave from power without setting any of these things, the next government coming to power, somebody will do the same thing too. On television, the only guy surprised that he's not in the whole thing is Mervyn Cole. On television, live, Mervyn Cole was seen in the Capitol building, vandalizing the place, taking things from the wall, throwing all on the place. What an example we're setting for the future generation. And then when we see this thing happen, we come and say, like people are sympathy people. No, we are educated people, or we in the diaspora that know the thing they call system work. We shouldn't be perpetrating that kind of messaging on the media. Tell the people, Liberian people, just how some of you are really calm, and you didn't go on the street to protest. You call your representative, you call your various people in the community. People should engage in a particular issue. The people should follow the particular case. Let's see how it will end. There should be no delay. Liberian people should be glued to the radio.
Mr. Talk, can they call us still the line asking a question?
Yeah. Hold on. That. Let me merge your caller first. Hold on now. All right, come on, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, thank you, Batu. Yeah, what I was saying, people should engage in the process now. Let's watch the proceeding. Let's see how it will end, so that tomorrow we can say, there are other things that went on, but this one, we saw how it ended. There was
not one more. Let me merge the other colors so at least they all can be part of this. Hello. My goodness. My goodness. All right. Now go ahead.
Yeah, let me conclude quickly so that other people can come along. What I was saying, Rescue 2, I just wanted to admonish you as a panelist on the platform that when we come on the platform to share our view on this kind of issue, there are people back home in Liberia who don't understand, or probably they have not traveled to see how system works. We shouldn't lean on the same old thing to say sympathy, the Liberian people, they are sympathy people, to put the fuck about it. No. We should help.
I wanted to ask the callers a question.
When these kind of cases come up, your people, you listen to the radio, you follow the case to the court.
Not Walter Carter say you got stay there. Walter Carter have a question. Walter, what's your question?
My question to Nat, did he see also, because you talk about Mervyn Cole, did he see also Colette busting the speaker office?
You mentioned Mervyn Cole, but did you see Colette breaking into the speaker office?
The speaker office, and also the speaker, the down speaker breaking into the car?
On a Facebook Live.
Okay.
In the Capitol building, pulling down, picture down. You were putting. One of the images I saw him putting down was Representative Coon.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So,
was asking
but
you now.
did
Did
you
you see? Did you see?
I come in
did
now.
you
You ask questions.
okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
You ask
Did you
questions.
also
Yes.
see? Did you
Hold,
also
hold on. Hold
see?
on. What the cutter? Hold on one. Go ahead.
In the Capitol building, when you enter the Capitol building, they decorate the place. I have not seen all over the place, but they are placed there. They decorate the place with images. And one of the images that on the wall there was the Representative Combs image. It was on the wall. You could see Melvin Cole walking here. His hand on the wall, they're dragging it, putting it down. What is that? What is that? What you want to prove or what you want to show?
Okay.
You even went to some Stafford thing and say, right now the Supreme Court
Asking the question. Asking the question, Mr.
Okay.
Tom.
Did you see my but not somebody else is calling here. Hold on. Did you see? Hold on 1 minute. Not I want and then so you can answer the question. Just hold on. Okay. Now the question: did you see Jane Collette breaking into the Speaker Kofa
I
office?
didn't say breaking into anybody's office. I said I saw Melvin.
No, I know that. I'm saying, did you see it or you didn't see that one?
I didn't see him breaking. I said I saw him. When I saw him, why would he say about border shit?
No, but breakable, please, breakable, please. Don't answer me. The speaker, I call it not common. Okay, you didn't see that. Thank you very much. We'll come back. We'll come. You didn't see that. Okay.
Where I saw you on the live video, he was pulling down images from the wall.
Okay, thank you.
Unless somebody is doing that.
No.
But can you correct him, Mr. To? Can you correct him, Mr. To? Can you?
Okay, thank you. Nat. Thank you. Let me bring it up. Now, but you gotta okay, now it's off. Okay, the colors. Next one in line, wireless. Go ahead. That will be breakable. Breakable. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you for the show. You know, sometimes today I was working. I just left there. I said today up. My heart is burning. My whole.
Where your heart burning for? Go to Labrador now. Baka him throw you. Go to Labrador now. Your heart burning. Go to Labrador. Baka will throw you in jail straight.
No, Mr. Todd, let me learn.
Okay.
Small, sorry, war fighting, and those things happen. Even the 2001 war, 1990 war came, we say, what caused this thing to happen? Now you could be living and see this thing was coming. This is the thing I don't like for the land. They are not different from all of the other. Their eye is closed on their own.
Okay.
But their eye open on the one they support.
Thank you. No,
Mr. Todd, let me learn.
Okay, but Len, I got other people on the line waiting.
Okay. No. Why not persecute Yaga Koluba? I took Kun picture for on the ground, and you just get video. Somebody breaking into a place without cold water, without breaking door.
Clarence, I will call you. You'll be the last person because if I marry you, everything gonna go down. Thank you, Breakable. How many times you learn, Breakable?
Corruption is not a problem of Labrador. Labrador problem is this is here.
Okay.
We close eye on things and open eye on the other thing.
Thank you.
Corruption is not problem of Labrador. And Labrador is corrupt, but it's still working. Thank you.
Okay, now the next caller I believe will be Julo. Julo, go ahead, Julo.
Yeah, so how you doing?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Clarence David, I will call you, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so my only problem I have, I'm not against people being charged for burning the Capitol. That's part of law and order. So, but my problem with that is if you're only going to charge the opposition, then how about the guy that came through the back door, the people that started the whole thing before the Capitol was burned up. So what happened today? You're not going to charge them too? So that's my only problem I'm having with this whole thing.
Okay.
You're supposed to charge the both of them because the other people, they tell me you're going to fight. If I punch you, of course you're going to punch me back. For us to start fighting, so the police the only time they charge you because you try to defend yourself. So you shouldn't defend yourself. That's the only problem I'm having.
Okay.
If you're going to charge the both of them, then everybody go to jail. If the court found nobody guilty, then everybody go home. But you get charged for now, the court found and you say, oh, because they make you hard time, he gave you the speakership, so you're trying to put him in jail. This kind of things need to stop.
Thank you.
Kind of thing, tell the other opposition that if they get into power too, they should go after. If you get their party, they are very frisky, in my opinion. They are very frisky. But I said he went after, you know who she went after she brought war and killed people in the country. But thank you anyway.
Thank you. All right. Wilson. Wilson, you're next. Wilson, you're next.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind, madam? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, concerning what you're discussing, Uncle, it hurt to, you might be not get boom. By your supported yourself, what in that party doing? We know what happened in 1990. We know how people die in our country who left that country. But that old man, he pushes too much, he presses too much button that he doesn't want to be pressing. This year, the election not even finished. Just we are getting say you win. He's supposed to rule peacefully. I know people can argue and go back and back. We make all that joke, but stepping on other people, right? It's not good for the country because people can lose it. Look at 4 people went. They arrested 4 people. They released a lady. They let people, father people, husband in a police station to sleep there because you think because you have the right. And then the related party will come say, oh, that is law, take the court. What kind of law? You're taking other people right. It's not right. You want to support the government, you need to talk to the old man. What he's doing, he's not leading right. It's not good. If people hope that people be begging people in like work and not get in the street. People can lose it and cause the whole country into chaos. It's not right. I come for the plan and my heart hurting me. My whole head hurting, everywhere hurting.
Sorry. Just drink some water and take some Tylenol. Like, bro, be fine with it. Thank you. Come and join us and express yourself. Don't let it get to you that much. Like, bro, be fine. We're not gonna go back to war. But thank you very much, man.
Thank you for the show.
Okay. David, go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes when people from the other side call themselves CDC, I don't know what they're talking about. Where Francis Cooper can go to jail? The jail former chief justice, former senator of Maryland County. Where Francis Cooper can go to jail? When I was jailing the chief justice, what happened? The former chief justice, they almost said the highest court in the Republic of Liberia. They grab her and jail her. And the one requested for police for security. They never give us security. And they say that the woman will kill. After requesting the police for the way they investigate, they want to collect the woman or sister there, or whatsoever, they tell all of them. Oh, lady. Oh, the we have master. They jail her. So that was not politics, or that was what? The law was the law. If they came from the court for the law is the law, he's the preacher of the law is the law. So why can't he go stand the law? If he spend 1 month in jail, the police will even release your money and rearrest him in jail for another 72 hours, be happy. Instead of what they call him. Because the law is the law. They got to practice the law on him. You want the law, look at what they can practice the law on them. They make the law, so we got to practice the law on them. And he's a law-abiding man. So nobody's going to talk about Francis Cooper at all. Anybody that demonstrates is going to cry anything go jail them. Because the law got to take it because the law is the law.
Thank you. Fine point, my brother. Thank you very much, James. Okay, let me now call Clarence. Clarence, David, I'm gonna be calling you because when you call in, I don't know what's going on with your phone, but when you call in and I try to merge you, it knock everybody up. So let's hear from you. Let's hear from Clarence, folks, then we can wrap it up. Clarence, are you there? Didn't even ring you. Okay, it's ringing now. Clarence, good evening. What's on your mind, my brother?
How you doing?
Thank you.
The issue with me and the other guy that was arrested the government, I want for the law to be the law. I want for the government to be in the right thing. Because if the case go against the government, it will have a very bad image on the government. Because that would be for that time we need a government to court. And the issue tonight that people are raising up, why getting a penalty today, I don't think that When I say it's a foreign lawmaker, you get me, or Abu Kama is a foreign lawmaker to be arrested or to be detained by the police. It happened in the case of Brandon Samuka. Brandon Samuka was elected because people are saying that they are infringing on the right of the other people. Brandon Samuka was arrested because of allegation that he ate the army money. And the chief of staff of the Liberia Armed Forces and the judgment chief was talking to the court and they testified that that money was not eaten by Brandon Samuka. But still, the law just push out, but the law should be the law. They never, consider that to be the law. And I mean, when he left and he lost his seat. Brandon Samuka was arrested and he was jailed as a lawmaker. This guy from Birmingham was arrested and jailed as a lawmaker. So the issue that people are saying that when you arrest a police arrest a person, that means war will come. War, not anybody thinking that because the lawmaker committed a crime, that means that war will come not come to that person think about a different dream, hunting. They are living the jealousy. I hate professional people to not have professional people. Get a woman they show that is a professional man, living you are professional man. If people with integrity from the watch or sell our country, who save the country, who save the government of the country, when in our country we get together, you are saying that the people are buying. I don't know when sometimes I was thinking can go sometimes like different. We got about the politics, then we will go at that time, getting a look at other people professionally, getting a look down on them. I don't think we are being fair by our country.
Thank you.
And the last point, please, the last point I want to make here is their country, we want that one. I'm Mr. Tony that I said that this was this thing that you for to be that justice should be there for everybody. When the small man commit a crime, they're going in jail. When will we see our big people in that country commit a crime to go in jail for lifetime?
Thank you.
Why you say because they men are my friend, because they men are my travel men? Don't put it aside. If we want for the country to go forward. If you know about commit a crime today, no government are coming to be able to prosecute them. When that prosecution government official come to be a crime here, when the last quarter said when they jail the former chief justice, but now the prosecution right now. So don't stop this here. I don't think we're doing well.
Thank you, Clarence. You'll be the last caller for the night. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Florida sitting in tonight for Mr. So, who is celebrating his son's graduation. Congratulations, Angel. Walter Carter, what will be your closing? And then Terry can take us home. Rescue 2 can take us home.
Yeah, so the callers made that point, and that's one of the, I mean that is the purpose of this show. But I think Mr. To sometimes, because like I said, in journalism or this kind of talk show, it's good to educate, entertain, and
Tell your
inform our
own.
people.
Who told you a journalist?
Hold on,
But tell
you
you, who
talk
told
show
you a
host.
journalist? I'm going to be journalist here.
You're not a propagandist. You're a talk show host. You're a talk
Yeah,
show
but I'm
host,
journalist.
and you
Alfonso got a
educate.
title.
You educate. Okay,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
educate. You still educate people. You
Okay.
inform people, and we entertain people, right? So sometimes when our callers come in misinformed or not giving the accurate comparison, and you tell us, hold on right there. So that because we talk about fixing our country, we can't fix our country based on lies and deception. And some of the callers came here and they said it was like, oh. Now, when you look at Brandon Samuka case, Brandon Samuka, the government like Bureau really never wanted to prosecute Brandon Samuka. Brandon Samuka was audited under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government. The file were on the decks. When the people came, when President Weah or created that ARES group to go after access, they called Brandon Samuka and said, "My man, your people here, the army." And very last time when President Weah became president, the army people got on the street demonstrating for the money. They called him, "My man, your people are rare." The person he took the money. What you say about it? You want to pay the people money? He said, "No, you're coming to court." They took him to court to investigate him. to get the whole thing. Because Ellen Jones said that already finished giving an audit on him, that the people money he took. And the money was not AFL money, it was the people money. And the court found him guilty. And you can't equate Brandon Samuka case with the case Gloria Mususkat. Somebody was murdered in her house. He saw the murderer.
All right.
He lived in the house. She was dead the night. I'm coming, Mr. Toll. She was
Yeah, but
dead the night
out of time.
the murder happened. No, I'm just saying something. We gotta educate our people.
We're
The
out of
murder happened.
time.
She was
We're out of
in the
time.
house.
I understand, but we're out of
The
time.
liberal, when the independent is speaking, Kevin chair, and if the CEO are here and you the born the chair,
That buga, he coming from Dancing Moria. You tired? You calling himself
I mean,
independent?
Terry, I mean, use the one like me. Yeah, you say again, Bukawa.
Bagazoga. What's the Terry? What's the line? The word again?
Tabula rasa buganiers.
Oh, Kawura Bazan Bukania. Don't come bring that thing here. Let's get Terry.
Don't bring
Take us home.
the liberal. Don't bring a tabula rasa Bugali.
See, I like that one thing I like for CDC. When they pour all the adjectives together, they wasted and say sour. Yeah.
They put, but I started think the post point out in the country. So they speak small English. They put that thing down, learn plenty, but they don't be able to make it speak. What kind of thing that's so?
Tabula,
No,
tabula,
our country is
Bukania. Terry, go ahead, take us home. Rescue
Bukania.
take us home.
Yeah, you see, liberal, when we keep matching CDC bad habits and behavior to our own bad habit and behavior, we will get the same result CDC got. The same result CDC got that made them today on the bench. That the same result we will get because we keep doing the same thing CDC did and we're matching it with our own. We're saying, yeah, hey, remember CDC did it one? Yeah, so CDC did that one. So that means you should do it too. So the saying goes, you keep doing the same thing, you will get the same result. So if we keep matching Gloria Mususka, Bani Samuka, we keep matching what they experience to what we're doing to other people now, it will come back to hurt us. And they seem, because what happened to Gloria Mususka, these are the things that made the people to vote out CDC. That what made the people to think against CDC. Because it drew the sympathy of the people. That's why the people got on the street and were walking in the poo water. Sympathy. Because they saw the way you treated a woman. They saw the way you treated Bani Samuka. When a man had won the election, you brought him at the time you say you carry him on an investigation. After you finish winning the election, you don't carry him on your investigation before he won. You carry him on an investigation. Let's come back to Fonati Kofa. You beat this man. You went to court. The court told you say the man is right and you wrong. You say Tongana Babati way, you remove the man from the speaker position. We agree. All the while, man, finish taking it. Then you come back now. You say, okay, so if you go into court, it's not bad. For me, I support it. I support that 100%. But let the process be transparent. Let the process be transparent. Because you are already beat this man enough. And in the public view, in the public glare, the way you beat this man was not fair. In the public glare. Let's forget about the burning of the Capitol. The way you dealt with this man in his own era as a speaker, the people saw that you did not play a good hand. That other sympathy together waiting for you in a bucket. Then now you go through you put a man through the court proceeding and you go do something like Babati thing. You not like something I listened to Gregory Coleman saying that I think is a doubt. He said that the Andrew Goodrich or the or guy that work in the office of Honorable Kofa keeps saying every time they ask the guy, he will say he will refer to the chief. You know, the chief told us to do it.
The chief said.
So, but he did not establish which chief.
But so, I think that's why I said Francis Kofa was soaked there. Watch and see.
You know, so if you can't clearly definitive, you are not able to establish that particular man called for nothing. So you cannot attribute that the man was speaking to Fonati. It's not clear. You see? So if you say this is the kind of evidence you carry into court, it will win you. Because the man could say I was interrogated wrongfully, I was pressed, so I had to say, Chief, I had to call something that would make the people to leave me.
And yes, the thing is, those guys, they were under some sort of detention without being able to see their lawyer. And they were, in fact, some of them was on spoon saying they were tortured. So they have already established some, man, they think, man.
So there is a doubt there. Anyway. So in my opinion, liberal.
But Terry, I want to know, which one of the guys, according to this, which one of the people got, because he said attempted murder in that place. Who almost got killed?
Attempted murder, I think conspiracy, because most of the charges is facilitation, solicitation.
No, because he said attempted. Most of the charges end with murder. I mean, attempted murder.
Some of them end with because when
I want to know who, because he with attempted murder.
People, you burn the Capitol building. You gotta kill plenty of people.
Yeah, that's why he said.
I'm surprised that they even use
if the Capitol building were burned at night.
No Capitol was burned at
night. No, Mr. To, if the Capitol building were burnt, it was burnt at night. It was not in the day.
It was in the day.
So if the Capitol building caught fire early in the morning hours. So but nobody was there. They say
you don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. That's not even what that's not part of it. They know that people are always there.
I don't understand, because I'm just trying to look at the charges. Look at the charges.
That's
if
what
you say Arsenal, okay. So what they attempted murder came in there.
Okay, thank you.
Conspiracy to commit Arsenal, I say yes. All other one, but when you say attempted murder, I'm trying to ask.
I'm trying
to find out.
Connecticut lawyer, thank you. Connecticut lawyer, thank you very much. We appreciate it. I want to thank you, Walter Carter. Thank you, and we'll say good night to you as well. Terry, Walter, thank you. Terry, good night, and please join us. What tomorrow? No, let's talk Sunday.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much for joining me again, Rescue 2. Thank you. I also want to say thanks to James. I want to say thanks to Kotu. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, folks. We really, really do appreciate it. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will say good night to all of you. Let's continue to pray for one another. It's a wonderful, wonderful Friday afternoon. Please, whatever you do, don't drink and drive. Don't do anything dangerous. Your life is important to your family as well. Did you hear that every year Liberians send money by $60 million within the last month? We're sending a lot of money. Thank you very much. Good night, folks. Samson to Labra Pabrito. Sitting in tonight for Mr. So. Good night.
Seigneur, à ça. Rachel de Kibo, je adé. On va venir Gogo, Nyaliba, Bagnon, Nyalia pour la parole. Avec Gogo, Nyali. Avec Gogo, Nyali, Stéphane Soko. On va venir, Nana, on va venir à Gogo, Nyaliba. Stéphane Soko, ya pour la parole. Aïe, Gogo, Nyaliba. Amana vere kasawa America vere titi papa pa vere sa seri peko chile peko ayo yuje bayo ye sikre kama pa sisi ye la play oya la gogo nyali are bayo e koro bravo hey gogo nyali awo taba sisi yo wa are na vere ni paka taba sisi yo wa are na vere ni waya ale na yu ya koro bravo abile gogo nyali yo so ma de jogre amro ayo ade wa ba bere wa sa wa ke wa ba be agbawo ma pa ni ni ama agbawo ma pa ni agbara su wa gbe la ba yo ọdún náà ní kàbẹ́lẹ́ títí bàbá ọjà tó bọ̀ ọ̀pá